The lost connection error in Terraria multiplayer mode occurs when your game abruptly disconnects from the server. This common issue disrupts gameplay, but is often solvable with the right troubleshooting steps. This error typically stems from three main areas. First, network instabilities like packet loss or latency spikes can cause the UDP connection on port 7777 to drop. Second, server-side issues such as overload or downtime affect multiplayer sessions. Third, conflicts in your game's configuration, including firewalls or antivirus software, can block the connection. To address the lost connection error, follow a structured troubleshooting process. Start by gathering information about your setup, then check access and security settings. Use monitoring tools to diagnose network problems and follow escalation steps if needed. This flowchart represents the key steps in resolving these issues. While the lost connection error can be frustrating, understanding its causes and following systematic fixes can restore your multiplayer experience. Before diving into advanced fixes, start with the basics. First, restart your router and computer. Unplug your router, wait 30 seconds, then plug it back in. Also, restart your computer to refresh the network settings. Try switching to a wired Ethernet connection instead of Wi-Fi for a more stable connection. Connect your computer directly to the router using an Ethernet cable. Verify the integrity of your Terraria game files through Steam or your game launcher to rule out corrupted files. In Steam, right-click Terraria, go to Properties, then Local Files, and click Verify Integrity of Game Files. These steps address the most common causes of the lost connection error in Terraria. Your firewall or antivirus software might be blocking Terraria's connection. These security programs can prevent the game from communicating with servers, causing the lost connection error. On a Mac, go to System Preferences, then Security and Privacy and Firewall tab. Click Turn Off Firewall to temporarily disable it. On Windows, open Control Panel, go to System and Security, then Windows Defender Firewall, and click Turn Windows Defender Firewall on or off. For antivirus software like Bitdefender, open the program, go to Settings, and manage exceptions to temporarily disable protection. In McAfee, access firewall settings and temporarily disable it or adjust program permissions. After disabling, test Terraria to see if the connection error is resolved. If the error is fixed, you need to add Terraria as an exception in your firewall and antivirus settings to allow it to communicate freely. Remember to re-enable your security software afterward to maintain your computer's protection. Terraria multiplayer requires opening UDP port 7777 on your router. This port handles the game's network traffic, and if blocked, you'll see connection errors. To configure port forwarding, access your router's web interface. Open a browser and enter your router's IP address, typically 192.168.11 or similar. Log in with admin credentials. In the router interface, locate the port forwarding or virtual server section. This is where you'll create rules to open ports. Create a forwarding rule. Set protocol to UDP, external port to 7777, internal port to 777, and destination IP to your computer's local address. Save the changes. If available, enable Universal Plug and Play in your router settings. UPnP can automatically configure ports, but it's not supported on all routers and may pose security risks. Mods, particularly when using Tmod Loader, can significantly increase the chances of connection drops in Terraria multiplayer. This happens because mods add extra data that needs to be transmitted between players, creating additional network overhead that can overwhelm unstable connections. To troubleshoot, start by disabling mods one at a time in the mod browser. Launch the game in multiplayer mode after disabling each mod and check if the connection issues persist. This systematic approach helps pinpoint which specific mod is causing the problem. Visit the official forums for each mod you're using. Many mod developers maintain active communities where players report and discuss multiplayer compatibility issues, including connection problems and potential fixes. Certain mods may require specific configuration changes to function properly in multiplayer environments. Check the mod's documentation or config files for options related to network synchronization and multiplayer compatibility. Always ensure your mods are up to date, as developers frequently release patches that improve multiplayer stability and fix connection-related bugs. Sometimes the lost connection error originates from the Terraria server itself, not your client. The server might be overloaded or experiencing technical difficulties, breaking the connection to players. If you're playing on a public server, it may be overloaded or experiencing technical difficulties. Common overload symptoms include delayed requests and HTTP errors such as 500, 502, 503, and 504. If you're hosting the server yourself, ensure your computer meets the server requirements and that your internet connection is stable enough to handle multiple players. Finally, monitor server logs for errors. This helps identify issues like high CPU or RAM usage, mod loading problems, or connection errors on port 7777. When basic fixes don't resolve the lost connection error, consider using a virtual private network. A VPN can help bypass ISP restrictions or improve routing paths, but it can also add latency to your connection. Use a VPN only if you suspect your internet service provider is interfering with Terraria's network traffic. To diagnose connection problems more thoroughly, use tools like Ping Plotter. This software monitors your network path, showing latency spikes, packet loss, and potential bottlenecks between your computer and the Terraria server. It provides visual graphs of round-trip times over time, helping you pinpoint where the connection is failing. Network latency refers to the delay in data transmission. The main cause is propagation delay, the time it takes for signals to travel through the network. Other factors include transmission delay during data transfer, device processing time at routers, and queuing delays when network buffers are full. Understanding these helps identify why your Terraria connection might drop. If all other troubleshooting steps fail, contact your internet service provider as a final step. Ask about any known network issues, maintenance, or outages in your local area that might be affecting Terraria's multiplayer connections. Looking ahead, Relogic may release future updates to improve Terraria's netcode and reduce connection errors. Stay tuned to official announcements. In the meantime, the Terraria community is an excellent resource. Check the Terraria wiki, Relogic forums, and Reddit for player-shared solutions and troubleshooting tips. Remember, proactive network monitoring is key to preventing lost connection errors.